presence to at least propel XQC forward to a degree. Oh, Muma, that was brilliant. Goes for the Primal Rage just before he got charged to keep himself alive. That would have been him dead if he hadn't done so. However, Canada still able to break back in, and there's an EMP available for sure for now. This is about to get messy. Graviton and charge. 3 for Notes. And Canada looking to get back in control.
Another good self-destruct from Note. That time, it's actually Sinatra who charges. No experience to the Reinhardt players, but they don't get any kills off of it.
The sound barrier was well timed. Matt and the USA able just to weather the storm. Self-destruct thrown into the back from Canada, but it doesn't find anyone this time. Unsuccessful for Note, and Buddy's in trouble. Boomer's going to chase him down. The USA, oh, they're in control, all right. With 5% left, and they're pushing into spawn. They're going to make a statement early on in this series, and that is the first round of Oasis to the Stars and the Stripes. Boomer takes up residence in that center column. See how he forces that translocator out? He can actually push ahead. Batting falls down. Moth not far behind him either. Just to remove XQC, and my God. I tell you what, Matt, the USA are bringing some unprecedented aggression here, and Canada definitely seem to be a little bit shell-shocked.
And it's real
Used to dive at this stage. And now XQC with that Primal Rage, and yes, a lot happening there. Just trying to create some space. Most importantly for the McCree and the rest of Canada, though, to set up on the point.
It was a really nice Primal Rage. You got Moth back into the corner. You forced Rockets back, denied them healing. Surefour trying to make the difference there. Misses that headshot on a hydration. The point still in favor of Team USA, but Canada, they got 3 players there. They will flip it.
The backline of the USA. That's a Deadeye. You heard it ring out across the map, and he held it for long enough. Hydration goes down to Surefour at extreme range. And now Canada have the high ground, Luke. Raining damage down.
And this one, it looks like it will go over to Canada. Mitch Moth gets on the point. He will fall. And you know what? We don't see it during that whole engagement there towards the end. XQC keeps that alive for Canada. Joking with Note before he went out there. We saw him play his Zenyatta. He's like, I have gold damage, man. I can play whatever. Coming out here on the 76. He does get jumped on by Space, taken out, but it'll be Canada in control of the point first. And it's so important to get control of this specific...
Especially up against another Farah composition on this map. You need to try and exercise that height advantage. Bunny gets just splattered there by that Primal Rage for the USA. They started off this fight well. They did dig through a lot of their remaining ultimates, but it's worked out for them now. It's everyone into the traffic. I feel like Note does want to stagger, but doesn't want to die to traffic here. Let it be done.
Surefour making a change here late over to Sombra, but Muma in space, every opportunity they had when he was playing McCree, jumped right on top of him. Gonna see the Agility's Doomfist. They gotta get in and touch here.
There's no time. There's no time. And the United States will hold. That's the map 1.
Earlier, he's gonna get up to the high ground yet again. Has Primal Rage to live through it this time.
EMP, Bunny tries to go for the sleep dart, doesn't connect it, and unfortunately he gets hacked up. Sinatra finds both supports on his own, stripped of their abilities and obviously their life force after that. 3 kills for the Doomfist. And again, another messy fight in which, you know, the USA have some casualties incurred, but still holding strong for the time being.
We'll take a look at Sinatra's POV. You get these players, the squishies without any of their abilities, you lump them up.
Muma has to bubble himself, doesn't want to be hacked in that position. He runs forward. It's going to be a reactive EMP from Surefour. Now, Raucus is still safe in the backline, but it doesn't matter. He hasn't committed Transcendence to this fight. It might have been a problem because Moth is now missing. Agilities gets a nice little bio-nade, and Crypto's down in the backline after it came out of Transcendence. How are the USA turning this around? They still got some plays, but they need to get back to the point. It's a 4v3 situation for the US. They need to return and reclaim this space. Self-destruct here, Sinatra can't quite get away. Note with the micro-rockets dealing with space to make Muma with 2. Beautiful stuff with the Primal Rage, and now Hydration's returned to the fight. The US hold on. Oh, it was a scrappy affair indeed. Oh, he's lurking. He's actually running to 2 plays. If he can get Surefour, it's big. He's got the Orb of Harmony on him there. Muma at 2 health. He doesn't get away. Oh, he was looking for it. He needed a punch, a quick melee to finish the job. On the ground, though, Sinatra's found XQC, so both teams are lacking main tanks, and this is going to be a very important riptide. It drops in. It's 2 supports as well for Agilities. That's going to stem the bleed for the time being.
You still have Sinatra on the point, though, here with Muma in space. You got these big tanks. Space currently demech. Note's going to have to use the self-destruct, throw it up in the sky.
Okay!
Grimzo, though.
You're not giving your team the rest of this healing. Now I'm going to chase you down. And Muma's spending his whole time in the backline being the aggressor here. Probably a nice change for him over what he's been playing this weekend. Sinatra gets out the cannons, finishes the job onto his XQC, and Short now's in a bit of trouble, trying to dock dodge and dive away. It won't be enough. Note sitting on the point here, getting hacked immediately. He can't do a thing except fire the auto cannons, and now it's desperation. Canada throw themselves at the point to try and at least have a presence there. But an EMP seems to just be for good measure. Short sleeping on the job. He probably wants to close his eyes. He doesn't want to see any of this. And Canada, yeah, they really could try and approach the point, but I'll be honest, there's not much reason to do so. There's mines in the way. There's a lot of angry Americans, and that's going to be the map.
Now waiting for the engage.
Yeah, I mean, he gets himself an anniversary here as well, so he's like, can I force ultimates here? Can I force cooldowns out? Can I lay the path for the rest of my team to get here? Getting hacked that late is kind of bad for him because he can't use Primal Rage, but it don't matter because there's no one left. Even Moth got in there. The boop on agilities.
Back in the spawn and then came back out. Big EMP here for Surefour.
Now Surefour gets onto the back line. Moth and Raucus most crucially getting hacked up there. XQC now following up himself in space is in deep trouble. Can't quite get away to his mech. And he will remove the Diva entirely. Hydration the next one to fall. The USA just had a team tactical crouch on XQC in the previous fight. He's bringing that revenge back. Gonna be a drop in for Sinatra now. Boomer has the Primal Rage. He gets the translocator. The presence of mind to make sure that Surefour couldn't get back out. And now they can really try and wipe the floor with Canada. But will that be the case? Crimzo returns fire on Raucus and XQC fights yet another one. Supports struggling for the US. And Agility's now swinging that flail. Canada will get point A.
I mean, XQC there on the first point.
A little bit, and it's worked. Look who's sitting in the moat here. He's going to force the translocation from Hydration, who has that EMP. He's going to want to use it. Look how split the US are. Canada just getting right in between them now. The divide and conquer approach seems to be working. Big charge. That's a connection from Uber. He picks up Agilities on the way through, but the Magic School Bus probably doesn't have much fuel left in it now. No, it does not.
It's a good offense there from Canada. They were stopped early, but PM Primal Rage available as well. XQC does get slept on the bridge. He gets woken up. That's the big EMP that comes in from Surefour.
Oh, unbelievable! Three-man self-destruct, and now the USA are going to push on further. That's XQC down. Note's going to get de-seated here, and somehow, someway, Note comes up with the answer. He bails his team. Does this go? No Sombra to set up anything with an EMP on the side of the USA. Canada, however, do have that, and the USA have to back out straight away.
And playing into the Sombra on defense is so difficult. It's, XQC returning the favor.
Yeah, fair enough. The outplay on Movement was so real. First he gets booped away from his intended target on the high ground, then put to sleep. But Sinatra and Raucus both going down once again. The USA are bleeding supports and therefore bleeding their own health. Agility just holds on. Space in deep trouble here, and he'd love to just drag this one out. Make it real painful for the US. As Team Canada look to make their way back into the series, and now it's just overtime. Hydration got bionated, and the rest of the team won't get there. Yes. Oh, yes.
We got
This is what we want. Agilities to really charge quick ultimates. EMP is the way to start the fight. Nice Discord orb there on Movement. That shut him down awfully quick. Every support ability got thrown at the Monkey Man, and he's down. Sinatra eats a big shuriken from Agilities, and keep an eye on that ultimate bar. He gets closer to that Dragon Blade, which will undoubtedly be important. Oh, it's troubled city for Moth right now. There's really no way he was going to get away from that. Yes. Look at him. He's talking to him. Moth can't hear you, Felix, but drop.
And XQC using his own Primal Rage. Self-destruct up in the eye there for space. He only gets one with it. Note's going to drop his right by the payload.
1 for 1. Note does get a D-Mech. That's so important. Surefour does get a hack there on the low ground. I believe it was Sinatra. In space is D-Mech. A chance for Canada to come back here, and the US only have 10 seconds to get that checkpoint. Trying to maintain some presence here, but it looks like, yes, the Canadians may have run out of gas until XQC return. Big EMP used there from Surefour. Going to make it hard for the US team to push up here. Raucus comes back on the Soldier 76 to try and make a difference, and he hits a big Helix rocket. That might be the change they're looking for. Crimzo on the bridge. He's low. Trying to throw himself off, but he didn't have enough time, and they get that checkpoint. Before Surefour gets it onto at least 4 players. Space is D-Mech. Moth crucially wasn't able to use his sound barrier, but now he can. It's going to be a hack coming from the USA this time, and they have all the goodies to work with. Canada already looked out of breath by that point in the fight, and the USA just mow them down with superior ultimate usage. In overtime, they will get that second checkpoint.
For Canada,
Yep.
There's
You called it. Straight over the top. EMP's onto the back line of both teams, but neither ultimate's really yielding any kills at this stage. Muma, though, takes 2 for himself. The king in the jungle might just be this man. XQC looking dejected in the corner as another of his teammates are taken out, and that's 4 for Muma. The man is on a riot. They can't slow him down, and now he gets himself a nano boost. It's like a gift. It's an incentive, positive reinforcement for Muma. Good on you, mate. Keep going for the kills, they say. And the US get home. It looks so rough multiple times on this map. The Muma ends with 10.
What you've been trying to do as a team.
Oh, short
EMP
forward.
canceled.
Yeah, got booped away. No chance to use that one. He'd be mad. And JjoNak somehow gets up to hydration in the sky. Polly, what a cracker, he says. How about a Dragon Blade? Raucous barely alive, and JjoNak's in a similar position. Nice little dive in there as well from XQC, creating extra space, allowing Canada continue to press forward. And this is okay for them. Well, I'm going to ask for a fly swatter. They work on bigger insects as well, I guess. XQC.
He wants that.
Just backhanded him. But you see, he's popping off constantly, right? Like, he's just talking, like, when he's killing you, when he gets a player, he's talking to the corpse, like... JjoNak's here, just trying to stay hidden where he set up a big punch. And, well, yeah, Muma, you can't do anything, mate. Sorry, you're just going to have to wait. Meteor strike, Moth gets caught, he gets 2! Both supports from JjoNak's. You cannot ask for much more than that. Taking down half of the US team single-handed. Well, I guess he's got 2 hands, 1 hand and a fist. And yeah, the rest of Canada follow up pretty comfortably. I think you're starting to sweat a little bit if you're the US. Only Muma actually being affected by it, but credit to Canada that they jump on the target that was hacked up, removing the Winston from the equation instantly. Now the United States, they're just crumbling. Now Canada's starting to lean into them a little bit more, and they get that second checkpoint. Great team fight from Note there. Now, they forced the Transcendence out of him. Then they have to use the EMP. Canada digging very deep just to get to the payload, but they're down a player already. Make it 2, 4 up for Canada now. And Batty gets a quick sleep on Muma, but it's going to take more than that. Muma's stunned, booped up, knocked away. Still alive, though, as XQC is down. And there is only one monkey to rule the jungle now. The United States of America will take the series. It's a staunch defense on Rialto. This is our home, this is our city, this is our map.
Muma does get swept in the back line, but...